Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Streamer University Tech, where I teach you everything you need to know before heading to Streamer University. Today, we are going to be learning all about IRL Toolkit. IRL Toolkit is a subscription-based platform where you're able to own your own server. Have you ever wondered how streamers kept their lives still going, even when they don't have any network connection? That is what IRL Toolkit is for. And not only that, it does a couple of different things. In a brief summary, this is basically how it goes. Since you have your own server, you have multiple ingest destinations. Those ingests have their own RTMP link or SRT link, which is kind of more updated. I know it sounds difficult, but just keep up with me. You connect those links to the camera that you're streaming to using a third-party app like IRL Pro, TVU, Prism, or even the DJI Mimo app. And once those links are connected, now that video feed will transfer to IRL Toolkit. Once it's connected to the IRL Toolkit app, you can check connection, your bitrate, etc., etc. And now, once you press start on your IRL Toolkit, it will now start a stream on your platform. This ensures that your live stream will keep on running even when you lose connection, because you don't want those 20-minute, 30-minute VODs all chopped up on your page. It just doesn't look right. Not only does it do that, it also has a built-in OBS system. OBS is what you use to have overlays on your screen, chat on the screen, sub count, whatever the case may be, on every single device that's connected to your ingest. So if you're filming on a GoPro, a drone, you will still have your overlays on your screen. That's just a little summary of IRL Toolkit. Let's switch over to desktop so I can show you guys the whole thing. Okay guys, this is the dashboard for IRL Toolkit. We have our start and stop button, which completely starts our stream or completely ends our stream. Now, let me tell you why this is important. Say I am IRL live streaming or even just streaming off of OBS on my desktop. Even when I press start stream on OBS or the third-party app, it's not going to start my stream unless I press start on IRL Toolkit, okay? Because the feed from the IRL or OBS sends to IRL Toolkit, but doesn't send directly to Twitch. So keep that in mind when you are streaming or IRL streaming. Make sure if you want to end your stream, you want to press stop on IRL Toolkit instead of pressing stop on the device you're streaming from. If you end on the third-party app or on OBS, it will just show an offline screen, but it won't end your stream completely. All right, next panel we have ingest. This is where we see all the analytics. We can mute and unmute the stream directly from the app instead of muting our mics IRL or on OBS. If we press mute, it will show a red button just like this. If it's unmuted, it will be green. Next button we have here is a fix button, okay? So this is another very important button. If you're having trouble with connection issues, always try to press the fix button in order for the ingest to be fixed. That might solve your problem, or you might just have network connection problems. But if it's still not refreshing, always try to press this button. So when you're not live, it will show an offline red button up here, but when you're live, for example, Marcus is live right now, it will be green and it will show the bitrate. This is good to see right here, so you could check your connection before you start stream. All right, the third panel is the scene panel. Whatever button you press on here will show in real time to your viewers. For example, I'm on the starting soon ingest, so it will display like this. IRL Toolkit also does have a program monitor, so you are able to see what the viewers are seeing. Here, I'm able to switch if I want to go IRL from desktop. My desktop ingest is my first ingest. So if I was at desktop and I wanted to go IRL, the only button I would press is this button right here. And now it's switched to IRL. It also does have a offline or low bitrate screen. So if I were to press ingest offline, this is what it will look like. On the offline screen, you could play clips. You can have a pre-made video. Whatever you want on your offline screen, that's what it will display for this button right here. If we scroll down, we do have the program monitor, like I mentioned before, where it shows you the real-time update of what the stream is looking like. On the right side, we have the ingest bitrate screen, which will show you how your bitrate is moving based on graphs. If the bitrate of your ingest goes below this yellow line, it will display this overlay saying connection has low bitrate, please hold on, onto your stream. So that's everything on the first page. Now let's go to the OBS settings. Here we have scene collections and remote. The most important one on here is the OBS remote. As you can see, this is literally OBS connected to the IRL Toolkit system. It's laid out the same way, it's built the same way. The only important thing that you would need to know is dependencies. What are dependencies? Dependencies is important when you want to import videos and or images to your OBS. To find dependencies, you will click these 3 lines right here, and you will drag and drop any images or videos to this spot right here. Once these videos are downloaded, in order to find them, you will click sources. So you want to add a source right here by pressing the plus button. And for example, you would either click image or media source. You would browse and click dependencies. Right here, it will show you all the dependencies that you downloaded initially right here in this folder. I'm gonna click one, for example. This is my Saints logo, and you would just place it however you want it on the screen. Everything else is exactly like OBS. You want to set up your scenes, your sources the exact same way. And the thing that is very important about OBS being installed into IRL Toolkit is that any overlays that you put into this system will be displayed on any device that you stream from. I know that there's ways to put overlays differently on a phone or a Samsung, but this just makes it easier and keeps the continuity whenever you are switching from desktop to IRL or to any other ingest. So since you have all your overlays set here, you won't need to set any overlays on OBS or your IRL streaming phone. Going back to the dashboard, next tab we have is the settings tab. We have ingest, destinations, system, and video. For ingest, this is where you'll find all of your links. You have your RTMP links, your SRT links, live view connections, IRL Pro connections, Moblin connections, and BellaBox. If I press one of these buttons, it'll give me the full RTMP link, or it will give me the URL and my stream key. Same goes for all of these other buttons. Now let's go to system. So system is where you set your settings. This page is not too important. This is only if you want to get technical, but you could set a low bitrate threshold, which means it will show a message on the screen if it reaches a certain bitrate. I set mine to 1500. That is a super low bitrate. So that is when the low bitrate overlay will pop up on my Twitch feed whenever it reaches that minimum. Let's move on to video. This is where you will set your resolution, your FPS, and your bitrate. So obviously for Twitch, you want the base canvas to be horizontal, so it will be 1920 by 1080. FPS is 60. My preferred bitrate that I would want to output is 6000. And that is about it for the basics of IRL Toolkit. If you guys learned something today, make sure you drop a like on the video and make sure you are subbed up to keep up with the series that I'm doing. My name is Sarah, and I'll see you guys in my next video.